A tire-smoking launch for J.R. Todd means Austin Prock karting a 390 at 321.5 miles an hour.
Austin Prock made another huge statement this past weekend, winning another Funny Car Wally.
Austin Prock is your funny car champion here at the Lucas Oil Nationals, and his driving has really been on point all day long. He's had a look of the eye of the tiger in his eyes. Look, it's still there right there. You can see the adrenaline pumping.
So happy to fly these Cornwall Tools colors with HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. I mean, this is a big win here. A bunch of my guys are from Minnesota. Nate Hildahl has never won here, and this is going home with him. Wow! Yeah! Let's go, Nate!
Collecting 6 wins in a season in the first 13 races is pure dominance. To put in perspective, last year, Prock finished the season with 8 victories in his first year driving a Nitro funny car. In my opinion, with already 6 national event wins this season, it's not a matter of if, but when we see the team surpass 8 victories this season. John Force Racing has always been a headache for the competition throughout history, but it's been less than 2 years since the announcement came that Robert Hight would be stepping away and Austin was to be the replacement driver. I don't think anyone in the industry could have predicted this type of dominance and performance from both Austin and the team following Robert's departure. If you ask any driver who's driven both a Top Fuel dragster and a Nitro funny car, they'll tell you a funny car is much harder to handle, and making a switch from funny car comes with growing pains. But we have yet to see Austin Prock skip a beat when he's been behind the wheel of his Cornwall Tools funny car. Austin Prock heads into Indy with a demanding 242-point lead and will be crowned the first NHRA funny car regular season champion, claiming the $150,000 bonus for doing so. Not to mention, Austin Prock heads into the U.S. Nationals looking to defend his title after winning last year's U.S. Nationals. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of highly capable teams that can knock the Procks out of Sunday competition. But sometimes in sports, you have to sit back and admire the dominance of a team and their performance. And this team has just gelled like no other.
Milliken has misfiring cylinders, back-to-back wins on the tour for Doug.
In NHRA drag racing, it's always about getting hot and finding performance at the right time. And the duo of Alan Johnson and Doug Coletta are doing that right now.
It's all about peaking at the right time, and that is exactly what Doug Coletta and the Mac Tools team is doing.
Yeah, just really proud of this effort that we've got going on, especially with the timing and, with Alan and Mac and this whole Mac Tools Toyota group. They're putting it together right, and it's going down the track. So I'm going to Indy next, so it'll be, hopefully we can just keep it rolling.
Doug Coletta, who qualified number 1, would get his second consecutive win, defeating Clay Milliken in the Top Fuel final in Brainerd. This marked a milestone for the Coletta Motorsports team, as it was their 100th Top Fuel victory for team owner Connie Coletta. During eliminations, the Mac Tools Top Fuel dragster ran mid to low 60s for the final 3 rounds of competition, giving them a very consistent and fast race car. When the announcement came back in 2022 that Alan Johnson and Brian Houston were to be crew chiefs for Doug Coletta, on paper, it was a match made in heaven. After some struggles for the team in their first year, the duo bounced back in 2023 and claimed their first Top Fuel world title together, and the first ever for Doug Coletta. Fast forward to today, if you ask me, Doug Coletta and Alan Johnson are the ones to beat in this year's countdown to the championship. The team's 8 consecutive round win streak hasn't been because of luck. This team has as much confidence as any team in the sport, and with one of the best drivers in the business behind the wheel, it will be their championship to lose at this point. Heading into the U.S. Nationals, Coletta sits 3rd in the point standings, just 45 points out of first place in teammate Sean Langdon. It was a slow start to 2025 for the team, but they couldn't have found their consistency at a better time. Probably the biggest news heading into the Lucas Oil Nationals was Jordan Vandegrift filling in for the injured Sean Reed in Top Fuel. After 5 years out of NHRA competition, Vandegrift got another shot at it and made the very most of it. This was Jordan's first appearance behind the wheel since the 2019 Pomona Finals, and he looked like a seasoned veteran right out of the gate. Although the team backfired the supercharger the first session of qualifying, Jordan kept the car right down the groove. As qualifying continued, the team's performance improved nearly every session. By the end of Saturday, Jordan was already resetting career best speeds, leaving a happy and emotional Sean Reed watching his driver finally get his opportunity. Vandegrift and the Sean Reed team would start Sunday eliminations qualified in the number 3 spot and would face Kyle Sadenstein making his professional NHRA debut. Jordan's day would come to an end in the second round against Clay Millican, who would end up with a runner-up finish to Doug Coletta in the Brainerd Top Field Final. Although it was an expensive weekend for the team after a few blower explosions, it was a weekend Sean Reed and Jordan Vandegrift will never forget. As of now, no announcements have been made to who will drive the dragster in Indy. But one thing is certain, we all hope it's Vandegrift. It wasn't a Hollywood ending to their story at Brainerd, but Indy is less than 2 weeks away. If you give Jordan Vandegrift enough shots at it, he will find himself with a wallet. If you ask any driver in the funny car category, J.R. Todd is one of the best drivers in our era. And this season, we are seeing the Yellow Fellas making it harder for their competition as Dickie Venables and John Oberhofer find ET, but most importantly, consistency with their race car. Every NHRA offseason comes with a big move or two that leaves people excited. And this past winter, nobody was more excited than J.R. Todd when Dickie Venables announced that he will be joining the DHL Funny Car team as a co-crew chief. Dickie Venables has won championships for nearly every team he's worked for, including 1 with Tony Pedregon and 3 with Matt Hagan. The question is, can he do it now with Coletta Motorsports? This year already, the team has 1 victory at the New England Nationals and has a Mission Foods Too Fast Too Tasty Challenge win in Bristol. J.R. Todd's final round appearance against Austin Prock felt like the winds of change for the DHL Toyota, at least from where I was sitting. The team landed lane choice for the final round after defeating Jack Beckman in the semifinals after setting a low ET of the event with a 3.852 elapsed time. J.R. Todd mentioned they finally found their performance and couldn't be happier with their changes moving forward. J.R. Todd currently sits 6th in the funny car point standings, but with the reset coming after Indy, I definitely see this team contending for wins in the countdown, and even contending for the title at the Pomona Finals. Excited about it. We are less than 2 weeks away from the biggest race of the season, and we could not be more excited about it. This year marks the 71st running of the Cornwell Tools NHRA US Nationals. For the first time ever, we will see regular season champions crowned across all pro categories, which includes a nice $150,000 paycheck. This year's big goal will be a race within a race within a race. Yes, we get all the action from the Mission Foods Too Fast Too Tasty Challenge, along with final eliminations on Monday. But we also will get the Funny Car All-Star Call-Out on Sunday. That gives 1 funny car driver the chance to sweep the weekend and claim 3 different paydays in 1 Labor Day weekend. If you're Austin Prock, though, we could be talking about a 4 payday weekend, including his regular season championship payout. Labor Day weekend is a time to be in Indy. From Wednesday to Monday, there will be non-stop racing action on the track, so make sure to get your tickets today at NHRA.com. Thank you guys for checking out the Nitro rundown of the Lucas Oil NHRA Nationals in Brainerd. We'll see you guys on the next one.